Follow-up to tonight's video. In cases of emergency. Well, in cases of emergency, apparently we don't have to utilize a ham radio operator's license to operate a ham radio. And in some states, you're not required to have a concealed carry permit or however they want to go ahead and word it, to conceal carry a handgun in your vehicle for your protection. In cases of emergency only. So let's go down the list. How many times do they declare states of emergency? Period. And add on, how many things do they restrict under, aka states of emergency? So, I find it very interesting. They still try and maintain that control, don't they? It's a state of emergency. It's enough for them to come out to you on your local news channels, on national news channels, and tell you, well, the country's in a bad way right now. We're going to allow you to extend your privilege of liberty to set parameters. Set parameters. It's retarded. But if you want to be pesky, if you want to kind of be that burr under the saddle, which in my life I'm accustomed to being, if that's the case, if your state is under federal emergency, it doesn't have to be everybody running around with their hair on fire. It's a state of emergency. And most states are under them. I mean, we can all go down the list on the federal emergencies. I mean, hell, Obama declared a federal emergency for Flint, Michigan because of the lead in the water. And it's still not fixed. Do you think they let them run around using ham radios and carrying around concealed without a permit? The real question is, did they give a shit? The people in Flint, Michigan don't care. They do what they want. I find it very interesting that we argue and we argue and we argue. And I've been on these videos where I comment about, I've even said, kick the federal government out of your state. Just an idea. Not my original idea, but a good idea nonetheless. And I have people come back to me and they say, well, the problem is nobody in Washington acknowledges the Constitution. Why? Well, to my subscribers, we all know why. But to those of you who might just happen to be showing up to this channel, the reason they don't follow the Constitution is because you all have no spine and you all have no balls. And they know that they can walk right over you. You're just going to sit there and in countless days trying to research inconsequential law that was developed by the courts, and you're going to go through the blah 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 and shell out mucho grande, and then they're going to weigh the pros and cons and decide, should we give it to them or shouldn't we? Your court system has failed you. Your governments have failed you. State and federal. Republican and Democrat. They're all FUBAR. Wake up. Get out of the wonderland. Alice has left the building. God bless y'all. Be good. Be safe. And stay armed. Because now, more than ever, your 1st through the 10th, I'm not even going to mention the one everybody else talks about, your Bill of Rights. Thank you to the Anti-Federalists. They're about all gone. The last one they're going to come after, which is something that the history books don't tell you. In every other regime, the Second Amendment, your firearms, your my last line in the sand, that's the last thing they come after. It's the last thing they come after. So, if you're waiting for them to show up at your house, then you're going to be repeating history perfectly. God bless. Be good. Be safe. Stay armed.